Email 1 goes out, great open rate. You feel good about it. Email 2 goes out 3 days later. Half the opens disappear. By mail 4, almost no one is opening at all. And the ones who are certainly not clicking through to your link. Here's what almost nobody tells you about the drop-off. It's not fatigue. Your list isn't tired of hearing from you after 2 emails. They're confused about why you're still emailing them about something that no longer matches why they signed up in the first place. I want to show you exactly why the drop-off happens at email 2 specifically, and the fix that has nothing to do with sending more or less emails. Hi, I'm Michelle Fourie, founder of Profitable Presence Company. I spent decades in senior marketing and brand strategy roles at international companies like Nokia and Huawei, delivering campaigns that grew market share by double digits, leading teams of 25, working with 100 celebrity influencers, and producing returns of over 1 to 35. When I left corporate life to build a family, I found the same gap most capable parents find. No clear path back to the level of income without sacrificing my presence at home. Profitable Presence Company is built on everything those decades taught me about what actually converts. Structured, strategic, and simplified so that what took me years to master takes you weeks to implement. Everything I teach is built on systems I have lived personally. Email 1 always performs because it's still riding the momentum of the opt-in. The person just said yes to something, so the first mail confirming that yes feels expected. Email 2 is where the sequence has to earn attention on its own with no momentum carrying it. That's the actual test. And it's where most sequences fail, because email 2 is usually where the pitch starts creeping in before trust has finished building. The pattern I see constantly: email 1 delivers the promised value, email 2 pivots straight to here's what else I offer, and that pivot that early reads as bait and switch, even when it's 1. Because the reader downloaded a specific answer to a specific problem, and email 2 changed the subject before they finished processing the first one. Here's the fix, and it's simpler than most people expect. Every email in the sequence has to answer the question the previous email raised, not introduce a new one. If email 1 solves problem A, email 2 should go deeper into problem A, not pivot to problem B, and definitely not pivot to a pitch. The offer earns its place further down in the sequence, after 2 or 3 emails have proven you understand the actual problem, not before. Check your own sequence with one test. Read email 2 by himself with no context. Does it sound like it continues from email 1, or does it sound like it could have been sent to a completely different list? If it's the second one, that's the exact gap closing and costing you the sale. This is exactly the gap the weekly upgrade exists to close on my own list. Instead of hoping 5 email sequences carry on somehow all the way to decision, there's now a standing, scheduled reason to hear from me every single week, so the relationship doesn't have to survive on one sequence alone. I learned this the expensive way, watching campaignment curves for years in corporate brand strategy before I ever built anything on my own. The drop-off point in any sequence almost always traces back to the exact moment the message stopped continuing the reader's train of thought and started serving the sender's agenda instead. Go pull up your own mail 2 this week. Read it as if you were the person who just downloaded the blueprint yesterday. If it doesn't sound like the next sentence in the same conversation. That's the rewrite that matters more than anything else in your funnel this month. If this video gave you clarity on the follow-up drop-off, that is exactly what it was built to do. The free blueprint and the Presence Method details are both pinned in my comments below. Subscribe for one focused strategic video every Thursday. No noise, no hype, just the actual building blocks that matter. I will see you again next Thursday. Until then, take one step towards the business you are building, because you were not built to choose between earning well and being present. You were built to do both. Earn well, live present, and God bless.